A bit about Muhammad ibn Sirīn. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wasalam ala rasulillah. Once upon a time, Muhammad ibn Sirīn was in jail, and the jailer said to Sajjan, قال لابن سيرين, he said to Ibn Sirīn, إذا كان الليل, because he respected Ibn Sirīn, he was a famous tabi'i. He said, when it's night, فاذهب إلى أهلك, go back to your family, so you don't have to stay the night in jail. فإذا أصبحت, and if you come to the morning, فتعال, then come back. So what does Ibn Sirīn say? He says, لا والله, by Allah, no, لا أكون لك عونا على خيانة السلطان. I will never be a helper to you against or cheating against the ruler. So who was Ibn Sirīn? He was actually Muhammad bin Sirīn, very famous tabi'i, and he is well known as the interpreter of dreams. There's a book by him, or ascribed to him, but scholars say that it's not accurate to ascribe everything inside. It's probably a collection of some of the interpretations he had. He was actually famous for being a judge and a faqih, and a very learned scholar. He learned from over, I think, 50 or 60 companions, and he was a businessman with a very, very high standard of morals. So once he bought oil for 40,000 dirhams, and in one of the barrels he found a rat. So then he suspected that the rats were there in the press when they were pressing the olives to bring the oil. So he disposed of all the oil because he wouldn't want to cheat anybody with substandard oil. SubhanAllah. So this is Muhammad bin Sirīn. His father is Sirīn. He was a blacksmith, sword maker, and his mother was Safiya, and she was a freed slave by Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. So both of them were slaves, and then they were freed, and this is their son, who would die in the year 110 Hijri. He was a famous tabi'i. He learned from many companions, and he lived to the age of 89, and he was a compatriot of Al-Hasan al-Basri, dying 100 days after Hasan al-Basri. And one thing about his parents he notes is that whenever he spoke to his mother, he spoke like a quiet person, like an old man. He would never raise his voice in front of her. Subhanallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.